Last week, a Reddit moderator went on Fox News and made a fool of himself. If you want to send someone and acting like, oh, Antiwork is some sort of movement, come on, send someone who at least looks like he's on the level of this Fox News Chad, bro. This guy has this ironclad jawline, and you're sending this puffy dude that, I'm sorry, I mean, I know it's mean, but come on, you're gonna send the most stereotypical internet fucking basement dweller to talk about this quote-unquote movement about anti-work? Come on, you gotta send some fucking sexy Spaniard dude or gal who, as soon as they talk, this guy would be like, wait, I wasn't expecting this guy, you know? Imagine if this happened.
Hola, soy Adriana Lima y Antitrabajo es un movimiento muy importante que lucha por los derechos de los trabajadores.
Es una causa muy importante. This Fox News anchor would have been stumped. He would have been like, this is not who I imagined to show up here. What he imagined to show up is the thing that showed up. So, what I'm doing is I'm going on Antiwork to see if it really is full of basement dwellers who don't want to work. Is it full of people who are just too damn lazy? Or do they have a point? Let's see. Okay, well, the first thing is a post. It says, people no longer believe working hard will lead to a better life. Survey shows. Let's see what these basement dwellers are saying, though, what they comment. Working hard leads to burnout. Yeah, okay. I learned the lesson the hard way. All right, okay. Anything else? Anything insightful? Without War says, why even work hard? You probably aren't getting paid for more/better work, so might as well do as little as you can because they are, of course, paying you as little as they can. Simple as that. Okay, well, so far I'm impressed by the basement dwellers. It seems like they have a point. Because, you know, you can do a lot better work than your coworker. A lot better. Work a lot harder. And you make the same pay if you're in the same position. Usually. I mean, it depends. Maybe some companies are different, but where I worked, it was the same. Oh, look. They posted about them being talked about on Fox News. Yeah, you didn't send your best representative. I'm sure Adriana Lima goes on Antiwork, right? Well, that was very uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't think this was the best representation for her. I mean, it was just a bad representation for Reddit in general. Fuck Antiwork. This was just a bad representation for Reddit users. Because you remember a year ago all that hoopla about, Wall Street bets or whatever? What happened to that shit? Everyone was like, oh, we're overthrowing the government. We're fucking up the system. To the moon. Okay, let's see what Amanda has to say. Rich kids being able to do art for a living may be a reflection of their privilege, but it seems to me like a reflection of the fact that a human that doesn't have to worry about money will often choose art. Everyone is an artist until rent is due. I wish we all had that right. Oh man, that's deep as fuck. You know, if you think about it, it's a lot easier to fucking go go on a retreat to like Europe and start painting garbage, or be an influencer, make NFTs, garbage NFTs, and put them online when your parents or daddy's money is funding the checkbook. You know, it's yeah, sure, makes sense. Yeah, if I had the choice, if I could just sit in a room and just paint all day, I want to learn how to paint. I don't have the fucking time. That's one of my things. I want to learn how to draw with my brother, practice every day, but I can't. I don't got the fucking time. I don't got the time. NBC is so out of touch with reality. Well, if you're expecting a fucking giant news corporation to be in touch with reality, you've got another thing coming. All right, let's see. Millennials may not be having kids or getting married right now, but this generation is investing in home ownership with a twist. They're co-buying houses with friends. What part of we're poor aren't you people understanding? This isn't some feel-good story. Many of us wanted families and homes for our families, but we are opting for co-ownership instead. Is it really that bad? I know homes are crazy expensive right now, especially in this market. But I did not know this was like a generational problem. I'm not even a millennial. These are people older than me, and they're suffering from this now? Fuck me. This scares me. Oh, this is the type of doom and gloom I expected from the basement dwellers. The USA is on the verge of collapse. All right, let's see. I'm in my early 30s, and pretty much all of my friends from high school are either living with their parents, still, that scares me, or are living alone and struggling. I don't know anyone my age who has a comfortable life with a house and can pay all their bills. We came from middle-class suburban families. Most of us went to college. We ate our veggies and prayed to Jesus. And I know way more people are even worse off. Homeless camps are set up at every overpass in my city. Must be a California resident. It was rare to see homeless people where I live when I was a kid. Now they're everywhere. It can't be their fault. It's not a bootstraps problem. I get the sense something really big is about to go down. Housing and cost of living is off the charts expensive. You need at least 2 high-paying incomes to buy a house now. Corpos snatch them up and rent them out at a huge markup. There's no way any of this is sustainable. Everyone pretends they're fine. No one is actually fine except for the boomers with juicy pensions who pretend like they're just better at working than everyone else. Part of me wishes the collapse would start now so we can get it over with. But I know it won't be pretty. I wish there was a way to salvage everything without anything catastrophic happening. But I've thought about it back to front. There's no other way. There just isn't. I literally just graduated college. I don't know anyone. Yeah, everyone I know does live with their parents. I know a kid who was planning on moving out of his parents' house and like saving until he's 30 to get his own house, but he got fired for no reason. So, there seems to be some degree of truth to this. So maybe, I'm beginning to agree with my basement dweller friends. Okay, let's read the comments. We also have rampant inflation that has been underreported for decades now, and real wages have fallen dramatically. Okay, look. A lot of this is hearsay. It's Reddit comments. I can't fact check any of these, but it doesn't feel like the most stable economy in history. No, I'll say that. Alright, let's see what Martha Kelly has to say. Under capitalism, this is gonna be good. It's normal to let children go hungry. Let banks force people out of their homes. Okay, yeah. Let sick people die for lack of access to healthcare. True. But the idea that billionaires could just be less rich, not poor, not struggling, but less rich, is considered insane. You've got a point there, Martha Kelly. I read Under Capitalism and I was like, what? This is gonna be some communist manifesto garbage. And no, you got a point. You got a point. Capitalism is based on taking advantage of people. That's why everything is made in countries that they can pay people piss poor salaries in, and then imported here. Because if you can pay a worker $1 a day in China, what's the point of hiring American workers? That's taking advantage of people. Fuck the rich will allow this to have without any consequence, okay? Capitalism bettering the lives of everyone. This is Alex Smith. He died this year at the age of 26. Oh no, because he couldn't afford insulin in America. He made $35,000 a year as a restaurant manager and couldn't afford his $450 a month health insurance. That's ridiculous. With a $7,600 out-of-pocket deductible. The insulin he needed for diabetes was $1,300 a fucking month. When he turned 26 and was kicked off his mom's insurance, he started rationing his life-saving insulin. He died a month later. All this in the richest country in the world. This is a problem that's uniquely American. Let's be frank. I don't get how life-saving medicine can be $1,300 a month. I know my mother needs medicine every month, and it's fucking crazy expensive. Crazy expensive. Okay, this one's captioned Nice Military. Let's see what Stu Cameron has to say. Nobody likes paying tax, but at least here in Scotland we get to use the hospitals, universities, infrastructure, prescription drugs, and more that are tax funded at no extra cost. I feel sorry for Americans who also pay tax without these benefits. Nice Military, though. Okay, let's see. This is apparently hanging at a workplace. So you want a day off? Let's look at what you're asking for. There are 365 days per year available for work. There are 52 weeks per year in which you already have 2 days off per week, leaving 261 days available for work. Since you spend 16 hours each day away from work, you have used up to 175 days, leaving 91 days available. You spend 30 minutes each day on coffee break. The accounts for 23 days each year. That accounts for 23 days each year, leaving you only 68 days available. With 1 hour lunch period during each day, you have used up another 46 days, leaving only 22 days available for work. You normally spend 2 days per year on sick leave. This leaves you 20 days available for work. We are off for 5 holidays per year, so your available working time is down to 15 days. We generously give you 14 days vacation per year, which leaves you only 1 day available for work. And I'll be damned if you're going to take that day off. That math is really something. Yeah, I lost track of the math. At the end when I realized he said 1 day available for work, I was like, you work 40 hours a week. 1 day is 24 hours, buddy. Alright. Jack Ellis says, just to be clear, I have degrees and I'm struggling with student debt. I should have not wasted my money on college and gotten a real job. But if I had a blue-collar job and I'm struggling with low wages, I should have gone to college and gotten a real job. Ooh, that is deep. That is some deep shit. Right now, as a person who got out of college, it does feel like a bit of a rip-off so far. I haven't really... You know, in high school, they try to paint college as like some sort of golden ticket towards opportunity. You gotta get a degree, and you're good for life. Right after college, you're gonna be making shit tons of money. You're gonna have a nice job, you're gonna be able to move out soon, you'll be set. I can see where these people are coming from. I'm gonna read 2 more of the posts, so here's one. It's a story. Let's read it. Work wants me to stay at job site overnight to protect the equipment without getting paid to do so. Okay, red flags. To keep the story short, our equipment consists of 1,500-foot cables that are used in underground utility surveying. Think storm drains / sewer. Because our equipment got stuck in the manhole and it can't be unhooked to get it out, we were told we would have to sleep on the job site overnight to wash the equipment and protect it. When asked if we would get paid to do so, we were told no, because it would be hours not worked. So in short, we've been instructed to stay on job site overnight off the clock because the equipment we work with is stuck and they aren't budging on this. Pretty sure I know what the solution is, but I've never heard of some shit like this before. It's pretty damn frustrating. Update! I quit. Good thing I was job hunting before I left, unlike the other guys who decided to stay until things got weird. Strangely enough, told me they wanted me to stay. Well, I respect your choice, but I'd much rather keep you. Unfortunately, there was loads more that happens at that place. That was a bit of the last straw on the camel's back, such as criminal negligence through fatal poisoning, suicide, sexual assaults, and refusing to pay for any medical benefits offered. The things that happened in there could warrant 10 lawsuits, let alone 1. Unfortunately, I don't have the money for an attorney at the moment, so that was my best option. But there still may be more to come. As of now, I'm still looking for options. And when they make their last mistake with the rest of the employees still there, it will be their last. The project is done for, and so is the corporate, once they are buried in the rest of the illegal and disturbing conduct that they thought they could get away with. Had no idea this would blow up the way it did. Thanks for the helpful suggestions. Yeah, that sounds like a shitty place to work. I'm surprised there's no laws regulating this. I guess that, at its core, is what the subreddit's about. It's not a bunch of basement dwellers. I think they have some points, to be honest. Alright, this is the last one I'll read. He says there's a clear separation about people thinking what the subreddit's about. Some people think it's about stagnant wages, improving worker rights, highlight illegal or abusive practices, explore how to best raise issues at work or legally. Meanwhile, moderators seem to have created the subreddit to discuss abolishing coercive labor, capitalism, universal basic income, and anarchism. I don't understand how this sub can continue without reconciling these differences, without coming to an understanding. The user base will always be at odds with the mod team. I think if your company abuses you, call them out, like with the name. Have facts, have receipts, post it on this Reddit. Expose the places that do illegal workplace practices, that abuse their workers. That's a good cause. It's all getting a bit too serious for me now, so I'm gonna call it on this one. Thank you for watching. I appreciate anyone who did. I apologize I don't make more videos. I will now, because I quit my job. Not to make videos, but it's because I was working there until like 11 o'clock at night, so I didn't have time to do anything else, but you know, I'll try to make more. If anyone does enjoy watching, you know. Thank you. Subscribe, please, if anyone watched all the way. Like. I appreciate all of you who do, and, you know. Bye, buddy, bye. Bye, 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 bye. fucking stop this bot.